Hello, my wild foes. Equestrijaz here, and welcome back to Minecraft Mondays. And, it really hasn't. It didn't take long for these trees to progress more like this. Like, right after I ended last episode, I just placed a couple more trees on either side, except for this one, because sand. Um, and some of them grew. And as you can see, I got rid of some of them here. So more of this is growing. And I will say, are we going to get this done today? No, probably not. This is probably going to be a heck of a project, but it is good to start now. The quest for knowledge starts here because that will be our tree of knowledge. Why a tree of knowledge? Because I'm going to do librarians in that tree. Is it all making sense? Is it all connecting together now? The reasoning behind the madness? I hope so. Hi, Pumpkin. Good morning. Let's see. Yay, what is it called? The rain stopped. Ah, it's a beautiful sunny day. And I think, for now, let me see. Seriously, pigs, you are not the brightest. There we go. Keep getting stuck in the corner. I'm thinking that maybe right here? Because this is kind of the other end of the village. So maybe over here, we get ourselves a little, a spring of life. At least for the village. It may not be the one we use for the converter, we'll see. But it'll at least be the one we use to repopulate this village. So, let me take this stuff down. Because we need some villagers, and soon. For literally, like, anything we're gonna do in this village, we need the villagers for it. If we're gonna make a spring of life, we're gonna need to start with some things. So let me gather some resources and I'll come back. I think we're gonna want the... There, put that there. The center of this spring. Maybe here? So this is where it's gonna wind up coming out. And here it is. Aesthetically speaking, it's pretty much done. This is the exterior. I know it's not super fancy or anything. A little bit of texturing in the pond or whatever itself, but in general, that part's done. And this special little box here is our secret way in there. So we come down here through this not decorated hallway into bedroom area. Well, you know, the enticement part. And this over here is the farm. It's very simplistic, but, you know, we don't have a huge amount of stuff to work with. But it is decorated, if nothing else. And, so when a baby is born, they'll want to get to those beds. and these will be open. So what the babies will see, hang on, let me make sure this is shut. Okay, good. We'll have this up so the adults can't walk by. But I still got to get the adults in here, so for now it's staying like that, but I think they should be able to make it past that. But the babies can get through this just fine. So they'll try to get to those beds, walk through here, and see this detailed little area. Ideally, this would be like ice or something, so they'd keep sliding, which is why it's not going to be the most effective thing, but at some point they're going to get in here, and we'll make it a bubble column so that they just go straight up. And then they just pop out right on top. Hence the spring of life. I do hope you guys like it. I think it turned out pretty well for what it is. It's nothing fancy or anything, but I think it turned out pretty well. And it's getting dark again, so time to sleep. Good morning, Pumpkin. I had to make an extra chest for the bits and bobs of stuff I had to craft. However, we're missing a very important thing. Other than the villagers being in there. We really need soul sand to make this work. Which means we need to go to the nether. I don't think I'm going to have time to do that in this episode. However, even to just make a portal, we need diamonds. We don't have any diamonds. So, that's not going to be an easy thing. We gotta get diamonds so that we can get obsidian, so that we can make a portal. Unless... wasn't there a portal down here? There it is. I was gonna say, down here somewhere? I don't remember if I checked the loot of this one. I would sincerely doubt that it would have enough to make a full portal. But, never know, I suppose. And if nothing else, when we do have diamonds, we can come and get the obsidian from this portal, so. I think I heard a drone following me a moment ago. I'm just glad I don't hear a trident. Alright, did we get the loot from this one? It's a big portal. Really? It would appear that we did already get the loot from this one. That's sad. But that does mean that we don't have any obsidian. So that is just confirmation. We definitely need to go to the nether for that. And if we get diamonds, this portal is so big we can easily just tear this down and collect these bits and use that to make a portal. I also want to say a big thank you to Bombsan for this lovely piece of art. I'm sorry I didn't see it sooner. Honestly, I haven't opened Twitter in a long time, so it, I guess, stopped notifying me. But I have seen it. I love it. It is so cute. You can tag me on Twitter. You can send it to me on Instagram. You can put it wherever you can find me. All that's fine. I love to see whatever you guys come up with. And again, thank you very much, Bombsan. It's amazing. I love it. Keep up the good work. I think we have a game plan for what we want to do next, because we know we need diamonds so that we can get into the nether, you know, getting obsidian, making the portal, you know, the whole shebang. Diamonds are probably going to take a bit to get, And the Nether is a heck of a trip in the first place. So I think we're going to save those for next episode. So I think next episode we'll start out by going mining. If you guys have any recommendations on where you think I should like go mining, if I should go looking in some of the mountains or just finding a cave or just digging somewhere just to get the diamonds so we can go to the Nether, let me know. I want to hear what your thoughts are. Next episode, when we get the soul sand, we can finally finish this farm and get it actually working, fully operational and everything. Because if I get it started now, I'm pretty sure all the villager babies are just gonna drown before they could even possibly get out of the Spring of Life. And the purpose of the Spring of Life is for it to essentially give life to the village, not cause death. So I don't want to get this running until after we have what we need to make sure nobody drowns. So it has to be after we have done our visit to the Nether, at least our little starter visit. We can hope we spawn in a decent area. I really hope we don't spawn in the Basalt Delta, a warped forest, or just a netherrack wasteland, I think is what they're called now. Uh, those are probably the best two places to spawn. I guess we'll have to find out where we spawn next episode. Because I'm going to end off this episode with this build. And of course, I'm still making progress on the massive tree. But it's kind of a boring planting saplings, breaking leaves, back and forth until the shape is in. And then it's going to be more sculpting. So, for now, I'm not putting a whole lot of emphasis on that. But I think this build turned out pretty well. I think it's pretty, a little rustic with the roof and very well earthy. And this kind of gives you a sense of my build style as well. I typically do build with dark oak and spruce like this, and kind of interchanging with either like stone bricks or deep slate bricks and tiles, intermixingly. But the colors, the stone colors versus the deep slate colors, those are kind of interchangeable. Sometimes I do deep slate, sometimes I do stone. I'm not 100% on what my style is called, per se. I think it might be considered at least partial, like Viking-esque type, with the extra designs and such I put on buildings. And ooh, we will see some of that in the future as well, because don't worry, I'm not just building like naturals. I will be building actual buildings too. But just bear with me, because we got to get a proper thing going here. So, next episode, mining for diamonds, and then the Nether, and finishing this farm. So I'm really looking forward to that. I hope you guys are too, and I hope you guys have been enjoying this series. And of course, this is all the time I have for this episode. So if you have been enjoying, do please kick that like button down below. And if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed and turn on that notification so you know the next time I upload a new adventure. And with all that being said, stay inquisitive, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!